from none other than SWIZZ BEATZ, the monster.
Swizzy.
It actually appears on both albums, as you both know, and we're gonna simply sit here and just jump right into this music. ELE, tear the roof off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This was an era when SWIZZ BEATZ, you didn't know if you liked them, but you liked them.
I was about to say this is actually one
and this was one of those you liked them.
Yeah.
This was one of the like, no, I like this one.
You absolutely like Swiss on this one.
He
took that right Didn't he use that?
Yeah, man.
Swiss used that sound all over the.
It's Busta who makes that beat, though, bro. Yes.
To be clear, he's 100% right about that.
It's Busta who made that beat, bro. Yeah, because that's the typical SWIZZ BEATZ type of sound.
I was just about to say that sound that he used that shit all over
imagine
the.
That beat would like Drag On or somebody else. It's not doing anything.
Whoa! Shout out to Drag. Drag's a spinner. Let's be clear. That's
a good point.
I mean,
no, listen. Don't back off. Man up. Stand 10 toes down. Stand 10 toes down.
No, you know what that is though. That's the effect of Busta Rhymes, B. There's nobody else like Busta Rhymes. That's just the Busta Rhymes effect. Period.
Hey man, I watched Exit Wounds last night.
Me too.
Drag is in there.
The Exit Wounds?
Wait, Drag On was in Exit Wounds?
Yeah. He's the brother that locked up. DMX name was Latrell.
Oh, wow. Latrell.
One of my favorite NBA players.
If what DJ Scanlon says is true, and it's about Busta Rhymes on that track, does that same statement hold weight on the Big Bang's Touch It?
Touch it.
Dale.
Because a bunch of other rappers that jumped on this would probably say a little different.
Yeah, let me take their ass back to
this is the one that they jumped all over, right? Yeah.
Everybody and their mother jumped on this shit.
And that
Mary was on this too.
Mary was on this shit.
Yo, the Papoose was on this song. A point in time.
Papoose was on this. Mary was on this.
There's supposed to be a point in time when there's somebody in the studio that says, "Listen, my man, you're just not Method. Hey, you're just not Prodigy. Hey, you're not gonna sound like Busta Rhymes. This is a beat."
You talking about Papoose?
Anybody that was on this beat after Busta Rhymes, you should not.
No, it was a Missy. Missy dropped a dope verse on this. Lloyd Banks dropped a verse on this. It was pretty fly too. Like there was a couple people.
I'll give you Missy Elliott, but Missy Elliott is the only person that has an abstract sound enough to make that beat.
Again, the female Busta, as we like to sort of call it, right? That's how we're kind of saying it.
There's nobody else that should have been on that record.
So again,
nobody else.
The question is not was Scan's statement hold true, but I mean, I'm just curious if you guys feel that way. But again, we're talking Touch It, pause, versus Tear the Roof Off, SWIZZ BEATZ, best SWIZZ BEATZ track. Who do you got?
Touch It. I have Touch It.
Breeze. We're gonna go with Breeze. I actually heard him first, and Breeze is very rare that he just throws his answer out there these days. So Breeze, you're going with Touch It, and I'd love an explanation why. Pause, by the way.
That beat, if I'm not mistaken, that sample is from an older song. Daft Punk.
Okay.
But it just catches you. It's like and you kind of like humming it, and you kind of figuring out what the words are. But then when you get it, it's like, okay, this joint is kind of dope.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what it really says. I kind of imagine it says, touch it, feel it, baby, automatic.
When the beat kicks in behind it,
I thought it was Missy doing that part.
When the beat
apparently it's Daft Punk, according to
Daft Punk.
No, it is.
And there you go, Daft Punk, there you go.
I didn't know SWIZZ BEATZ did that shit.
SWIZZ BEATZ did Touch It.
I didn't either.
Real quick.
I'm gonna.
Am I a hater if I say it makes me like it less knowing that?
Damn.
I mean, those
on EBR, we don't judge here at Eats Beats and Rhymes, but I do try to hold a certain barbershop kind of standard up in the room.
Yeah.
And by barbershop definition, it's a little hating. It's a little just especially if it's gonna if it's gonna change your vote.
Hey man,
But you're allowed to stand on that hill. You're allowed to stand on that hill.
If I don't really fuck with, if it's an artist that you don't really fuck with, how is that bad? If I find out he's associated with it, and now that makes me like it less. That's not.
Like Common said, if I don't like it, I don't like it.
No, but he's hating though. He don't because he don't like it because it's Swiss.
No, but he just said he don't like. Maybe he don't like Swiss. That's okay.
Damn.
I mean, Swiss, I know a lot of people that don't like Swizz Beatz.
And listen, I think Swiss has a tendency to fuck up a good song by just vocally appearing. No. I'd rather a Swizz beat than a Swiss appearance. I'll tell you that right now.
Damn, Mobile.
I'd rather a Swiss beat
That's true.
than a Swiss appearance. Swiss has a tendency to just, I really think he thinks respectfully. I mean, we love Swizz Beatz here, but I think he thinks his hooks are fly. And I literally saw an article, it was like Complex or Pitchfork, one of the shit. They were like, 10 records Swizz Beatz fucks up just by appearing on them. And they nailed that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Nailed that shit. And it's true, he just be, throw it in the air, throw it. Like, he just be throwing so much extra shit. It's like,
But think about it. Think about it. If your older brothers and sisters made hundreds of millions of dollars, ain't that how you will be acting?
well, peep game. This particular track, he doesn't do it. And this is the one you're hating on more. He's not even on, he's vocally not even on the song. And he's usually on most of his joints. And like, he's not on this one.
Clayton Bigsby divorced his wife for being a nigga lover.
I gotta take your vote. I gotta take your vote, Rev. And to be PC, I want to make sure that I understood that correctly. So you're saying you're going with Tear the Roof Off, correct?
No.
The good Reverend Doctor's confusing everyone.
I said I like it less, not that much less.
So you're going with touch it, pause.
Yeah.
Wow, the good Reverend Doctor not scared to put his vote down. I like that. Infamous. On my screen, you're right in the middle. So let's just go with you right now. What are they talking about Long Island style? Because shout out Busta Rhymes, a Long Island native, right?
Of course, man.
Brooklyn
Hempstead leaders. Brooklyn
born, but also raised in Long Island. He reps both.
Yeah, shout out.
Raised in Long Island, leaders of the new school. Shout out to Dinko D. Shout out to the whole Hempstead, Uniondale.
Hating ass Charlie.
Who also, let's remember, Busta Rhymes is also responsible for giving Rock Mars his light.
Ooh. I just saw a whole little mini documentary about Rock Marciano today. Shout out Rock Marciano.
Shout out to the UN, man. Shout out to the UN. Shout out to my brother Jazz.
UN, that's right.
But
did you know that the UN's first and only project, UN or You Out, was put out on Carson Daly's 456 fucking record label?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
I learned that today. I literally watched a documentary about Rock Marciano today, and I'm like,
and I have the album just to know what's on that label.
That's Carson Daly's label apparently. So shout out to Carson Daly for not being scared to put out some real fucking.
Yes, sir. Shout out, rest in peace, Mike Rowe. I'm going with Tear the Roof Off because the Touch It record, man, it doesn't have a vibe to it. It doesn't have a rhythm to it. You know what I mean? It has a very just off kind of feel to me, and I never liked that record on that album. I never liked that record. I didn't like it.
You never liked it at all?
As a single. That's not one of my favorite records on the Big Bang album. Nah.
Fair enough.
I could agree with that.
Do you, Scan, since you're stepping up, you not only do you agree with that, but are you standing by it?
No, I'm not. I'm actually going with Touch It. I'm actually.
Yeah, that's why you gotta ask you this scandalous, ladies and gentlemen, because motherfucker love to put his left turn signal on and bust the right. Bust the fucking right for no reason.
So what the hell was the good record?
They call me the ankle breaker, baby.
Oh, that's why I called it earlier. I said you're pulling the Scan. You better relax.
Come on, Heisman Trophy winner, baby. Heisman on you, bro.
So speak on it, Scan. Speak on it. So you're going with Touch It.
Nah, I agree with what Ike said, and I agree with what the room is saying. I think for me, looking at it from a producer's lens, I think what Swizz tried to do with the Touch It record was that I think if I compare from a producer, he tried to give Busta some Busta shit on with the Touch It record, that like kind of off brand, like offbeat, kind of up tempo shit that he could kind of flow to. Where I think Tear the Roof Off was just this is just some Swizz Beatz shit I got in my stash that I think could work for you. So I think that was kind of the difference in my opinion. And that's why I kind of think that it worked, in my opinion, a little bit better with the Touch, even though Tear the Roof Off is probably one of the Swizz records that I actually do like. I don't really like a lot of Swizz records, but that is one I like. But I'll say I like Touch It for this question a little bit better.
Fair enough.
I can hear what you're saying on that. You could definitely tell he made that beat.
He made it for
Busta as compared to Tear the Roof Off. It just being
that was in the stash.
and
That was
and
in the
Busta bringing it
stash.
to another level.
One more thing I like to point out about that beat is Tear the Roof Off. He always used those drums. Those drums on Touch It, he rarely touches those.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Does anybody want to step up? Because again, we got a sort of a good debate going here. We got a couple of votes for Touch It, and we got one vote for Tear the Roof Off. Triple C, what are you thinking?
I'm choosing Touch It. Isn't that like they play that in schools, like anthems, like the bands?
I think it's become a pretty big record. I like of that nature, like for stadiums and kind of shit.
Yeah,
like
stadium
I
music.
think they do.
Down here.
The steppers use it.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
I've seen this.
It's a very kind of easy drum pattern to catch, I think.
like I said, that's the difference because and that's what I said. You could tell that he made that for Busta.
Fair enough. Let me see. We got good Reverend. We got Scan, Trip, Breeze, Ike. Is it Hobo?
My vote counts.
Not at all, really. But
my vote counts. Is it not even?
No,
If
at all.
If I go one way or the other, it makes it even. So yes,
No.
my vote does count.
No, not at all. No, not really. No.
Yo,
Nope. You're wrong.
I realize
Ike's the only one that's repping Team Tear the Roof Off at the moment.
Scan went Tear the Roof Off too.
No,
he went
touch it.
Nah, he went
You
Touch
would
It.
See, and you guys be thinking I'm mad high. If this fucking asshole keeps putting his fucking left turn signal on, he's fucking making it right. Okay? It's not fucking me. It's this fucking asshole right here.
That's aggressive. Wow. That's
I was in the third lane and I exited off the highway for you.
Driving. I can totally do this.
Meet on the floor, motherfucker, with the fuck.
Hobo, again, out of curiosity, who do you got?
I am going to go Tear the Roof Off because I feel like the rhymes on Tear the Roof Off are better than the rhymes on Touch It.
Okay.
I think you're kind of right. I didn't look at it that way.
I can agree with that too.
They are.
They are. No, so I was like, I never looked at it that way. I think we just associate Busta with so much energy, I think, before we even consider lyrics, which he's still lyrical as hell.
Yeah.
But it's just energy is like the first thing that comes to my brain when I think of him.
Right.
So you're voting, then, is what you're saying.
Not at all. Not at all. I was just reiterating what the room was saying.
Okay, gotcha. So you're not that high yet. Okay.
No. As a matter of fact, just to reiterate,
You're gonna slip. Don't worry.
just to reiterate what the room is actually saying, I'm about to announce the winner of this round. But before we do that, Hobo, what is the chat room feeling? Are they torn? Is it Tear the Roof Off? Is it Touch It? Pause. What are they thinking?
So Malcontent said, "Touch It is a banger, even if it's a club joint."
Why is that like a bad thing? Even if it's a club joint, like
That's why it's a banger.
that's why it's a banger. It's true. That's why it's like that's a song that we can hear in the club and go, oh no, they playing that though. Like at least they playing good shit.
Yeah, true.
But listen, we're gonna keep pushing, fellas, and it looks like the room was a little divided. It's kind of interesting. It wasn't a complete, one-sided affair. But for round number 3, we asked the best first single, ironically, both SWIZZ BEATZ tracks, Tear the Roof Off versus Touch It. And the room has undoubtedly decided to go with SWIZZ BEATZ' Touch It production on the Big Bang album, 2006 release. So this round puts this album on the scoreboard. The Big Bang is officially on the board. We're looking at 2-1. This is getting interesting.